the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT Dynamite, the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
TNT, you know, have you ever known someone who was like a flight attendant or like a pilot?
Have I ever known a flight attendant or a pilot?
Yeah.
I have a cousin who has his pilot's license.
Oh, nice. Well, the reason I ask is because like I knew a girl who was a flight attendant for a while, and like they can get like free flights because like if like the flights aren't full, a lot of times they can ride. You know what I mean? Like you can travel for pretty freely if you're a flight attendant or a pilot, like because like you work for the airline, right? It's a kind of a perk.
Yeah.
So there's a man. His name was Tyron Alexander.
Okay.
He posed as a flight attendant for 4 different airlines and scammed 120 free flights over the course of years.
Yeah.
And he got caught.
Of course he did.
So it said he was convicted June 5th of entering the secure area of an airport under false pretenses and wire fraud. They said it spanned between 2018 and 2024. He booked free flights only available to pilots and flight attendants on the airline carrier's website. It says the application process required applicants to provide their employer, date of hire, and badge number. So I don't know how he got that, but he flew 34 times claiming to be a flight attendant, 30 different badge numbers. So somehow he got access to a bunch of people's badge. Oh, you should look him up. Is that him?
Of course it's Austin, too.
Is it Austin?
I think so.
Captured.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find him.
So it says...
Tyron, what are we doing, bro?
It says the evidence on the trial showed he also posed the flight attendant for 3 other airlines. It said the indictment from October stated he had worked for an airline headquartered in Dallas since November, but never a pilot or flight attendant. So basically, he had access to the info. So he stole their numbers and then got free flights with it. It says he faces 20 years in prison and 10 years for entering the secure area of an airport under false pretenses. He was both charges carry a maximum of 3 years supervisor release and a $250,000 fine.
Oh, so 6 years?
Well, no, the maximum sentence for wire fraud is 20.
Oh, okay.
And then 10 years. It says both, and then it says both charges carry a maximum of 3 years supervisor release and $250,000 fine. I don't know, but like, so this man is facing a lot of jail time to fly for free.
I mean, yeah, definitely. That's insane. That reminds me of you remember like what's his name, Dr. Love Robinson, who was like pretending to be a doctor.
Oh, the guy who like was doing surgeries and stuff?
Whoa, brother. I don't know if he was doing surgery.
There was a guy who pretended to be a surgeon, was doing surgeries.
Jesus,
like
man.
They called him Doctor. Go ahead, tell me about
the
that.
one I was talking about was the Dr. Love Robinson, who was like pretending to be just like I think he was just pretending to be like a family doctor. But he got caught like twice, maybe 3 times doing the ish, man, where he had like practices, and I don't know if he was necessarily writing prescriptions, but he did see patients and stuff, which may have included pregnant women.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The guy I was talking about was he got 68 years in prison. Hold on, that was wrong. Surgeon. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of that. There's a syndrome. There's like a medical diagnosis for this, or a psychological diagnosis for this. It's like the opposite of having what do you call that? The opposite of having transport syndrome. What am I thinking of, man?
I don't know.
The syndrome where you don't believe you should be where you are.
Oh, imposter syndrome?
It's the opposite of imposter syndrome. It's like the antithesis of that, where you feel like I was born a doctor.
Oh,
I should be a doctor right now.
There's also the
I'm a pilot.
He's just like, I'm a pilot.
I don't think this guy was like I'm a pilot. I think this guy was more like, I just want to fly for free, and this seems like a lick. Like he was just like, it worked one time, and he was like, oh shit, I'm about to do this all the time now.
Yeah.
And then he did it a bunch too. And then you did it too many times.
Well, right. It's like you're like, oh, I figured out this trick. I can. The one I was thinking about is Dunning Kruger, where it's like you're like you think you're the best when you're not. Like it's a.
Oh, well, there's definitely some of this going on with this man. To think that
No one's gonna find out.
the Aviation Association or whatever the hell, what do they have, like Aviation Internal
But-
Affairs?
It took Homeboy 6 years and 120 flights. After a while, you probably would be like, well, no one's gonna catch me.
Yeah, this simple trick can get you free
He's
flights.
like, what's the harm? You know, like,
At that point, yeah.
I mean,
120 flights is kind of
over 6 years.
Yeah, I would feel
It
kind of
just
safe.
became normal.
Yeah,
He was basically like, I am Flight Jesus.
that's crazy.
I couldn't even imagine, dude. Like,
and honestly, if he had stopped at 119, would he have been good?
maybe.
Would he have
there's,
been
I mean,
good?
there's always that one, like, everybody gets greedy, right? It's like, and there's like,
I feel like you get greedy after 100. You're pretty greedy after 100.
you get 100 free flights and you're like, I need 101. You're like, it's wild. Like, even like, cause it's like anything, you find a loophole and you're like, oh shit, that worked.
Loophole.
And like, it always just escalates. Like, even like there was that scandal. It was for the Arizona State basketball where like a bookie had a player who was shaving points and like and like they did it and they were winning and but then it like keeps going and going and going, and it's like you know eventually you're gonna get caught, but then the more you do it, the less you think you're gonna get caught. Like if you're robbing banks and you rob one bank and you're like, holy shit, then you're like, we did 2, we did 3, we did whatever, and you're like, we got this. Like, ain't no one gonna. It's like, I don't know why the hubris gets so long.
I don't know, man.
Like-
To my hustlers out there, TNT Dynamite here, I just want you to know is that nothing illegal is forever. You have to diversify.
Even if you're a drug dealer and you're making tons, eventually you're gonna get caught.
Exactly. You can't deal for the rest of your life, man.
Yeah.
You got to put that into something else. You either got to go up or you're gonna go down.
Exactly. What was that
Gotta
movie
go
with
up.
Denzel where he
You
played
gotta go
the
down.
mob boss or whatever, and like he ended up getting caught because he decided to go to a fight in like a flashy coat, and someone took notice of him and started looking into him, like
Man
like
on
that.
Fire.
That was like the turning point of like
that's American Pimp, right?
yeah, American something. I don't
American
American Gangster.
Gangster.
Yeah. Like and like that, and like the turning point was he just decided to wear a fucking mink coat to a boxing match and sit in the front row, and like people are like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
And start looking in. It's like the people who like are ripping people off and making a bunch of money, and then they start buying flashy shit. You're like, why do you have a Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Like you work at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Like what the hell are you doing? Isn't that, I think, how like Razzle Khan and that other dude got caught too? They were like flashing lots of money and buying like crazy shit.
Yeah.
When it's like it's like you just start to think you're unstoppable because you're getting away with something.
Yeah, that's why Bill Gates looks like HR for like.
Because he's
I'm serious, man. You just gotta walk around looking like HR, and nobody's ever gonna think that you're a billionaire.
It's really funny because when I worked at Wendy's in high school, there was the guy who owned that. I guess he was like he used to be a famous radio personality, and he would like be in there in the back doing paperwork and shit at the Wendy's. Homeboy he wore sweatpants and a stained up shirt every single time and flip flops. It looked like he hadn't cut his hair in like 16 months.
Everybody's people.
Like, but it's just like, but I feel like if I had all that sort of money, like I'd be like, whatever, dude, just driving like an old car, hanging out, like just living my good life. Like,
Look, there's a big difference between being rich and being famous. Being famous, you have to look perfect all the time. You gotta appear to be like this like certain type of image that people want to achieve. But being rich, that's easy, man. All you gotta do is not show that you're rich.
yeah, and it's funny because people like want to show off.
Yeah, but you can be rich on the weekend. Be rich on the weekend. Fly out somewhere, you know. But if you act rich in public too much, you're gonna become famous.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways,
the CEO from Texicon was spotted at freaking Magic City. Like, what the hell? What are you doing in Magic City?
it's crazy. So, anyways, that's all the time we have for this episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
We out.